Okay, so I've used Magic Sculpt to fill up all the gaps, and now I'm just going to go back and sand all this excess material off, and you can see that I've painted the interior gray. Still got some touch-ups to do, but it's pretty much bulk of the work there is done. Our lights came in, our LED light strips came in, and this is what they look like. Got these things for $5 off eBay. They already have the resistors in them, so it's kind of thoughtless. Don't need to think about it. First thing I did was I mounted the piece on a piece of plastic so that it lays straight, and I tested out our lights. Thinking what I'm gonna do next is, I don't know if I want to paint them necessarily. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I don't like the fact that this is gonna be, I don't know. So anyways, interior concrete's been painted since the last video's done. I've got more done on the inside. I'm waiting for the window material to come in, and I'm going to start adding the details now. With the lighting on the side that I redid, there's a little light gap right there that I need to fill. I can see the lights coming in through right here, so what I'm going to have to do is put a little putty, and I'll probably use the black adhesive that I used on the vineyard. I don't know if I don't know what order these things are going to be in, so I'll use some of this because it's black, and I'll apply that with a mini brush in those areas and hide that light leak, and then when I put the final coat of paint on it, it'll be good to go. So we're getting there. We're on the final stretch. I'll just wait for those last pieces to come in, and I'll be able to finish this project up. Okay. So we're also getting to the point where we're going to start to add the details. Now what I've done is I've got to put these little stack ends on the bottom in order to give us a vent to, what do I do in there? Give us a vent to whatever happens to be under here. And I glued together with styrene some plastic and put in these pieces, and so I also drilled a hole on top, and this, what I'm going to do is with the LED lights, I'm going to run the wires into that and then down through the bottom of the model. So what'll happen here is that this will get a furnace slash paint booth slash whatever in here, and we will get a full scenic detailed. Probably end up going like that, actually. Oh, come on, get in frame. So we'll go like that, and we'll glue that in like there. And so our industrial warehouse will have a boiler of some kind, or and then those metal parts will go be the connection vent down to the, let's get this on. So my little black pieces will connect to my vent down here, and it will look like something that actually belongs in here. Scenic detail numero uno. have lights. I just need to adhere these and touch up my scratched up paint from shoving those in there. So what's going to happen on this side is our little furnace box. I'm going to run the wires into the box. And then down through a hole that I cut in the bottom. Then we glue it in. Okay, little update. We're all painted. Starting to figure out where the details are headed. Got the roof glued in. Got some metal shapes that we'll put in there. Got the paint. So next thing is the windows. And I bought this self-adhesive film on eBay. And we're gonna cut it to each one of these windows, which is gonna take a little bit of a while, and adhere them. So what you'll see on this side is basically that. Come on, focus, there we go. So you'll see that in each window. Then I might paint it, but because I don't know that I want this on this side for you to see that, but maybe I do. I don't know. We'll circle around back to that later, because I also got the lighting in. And if you So if you look in, what you'll be looking inside is you'll see this little piece right here that needs to be touched up on either side, and that's how I hid the light. So if you look into it, you'll just see a beam underneath there. Yeah, those were just, they weren't glued in place. The other pieces were. So what you see on the inside are the LEDs on the white track. Like that. And you can also see across the way there, I've got machine tools that I bought in bulk at some open house. So you're giving these things away, so I bought 1 million of them. I had them in a box, and I figured out time to put these into play. And this little base is just a support, so these will show up in the windows. They'll show up as a shadow. You can kind of see the thing behind it. I'm moving it right now. So it'll appear as a shadow behind the windows, along with some other detail parts that I purchased. So show you these lights real quick. The lights I bought on eBay, self-resistor. So all you have to do is buy them to the right length, and they run on 12 volts. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. They're kind of bright. They can be resistored down, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave them bright as the day. Now this looks kind of weird from this angle. You might have noticed this. And all this is going to be as an office. So when you look inside, you'll just see an area for an office or storage or whatever. And we're telling the story that this is a working thing. I'm also probably going to fake a conveyor. I'm not going to buy the kit from Walther's, but what I'll do is after I get the windows in and do the touch-up painting, I'll run a track and make a little conveyor. And I've got some of this stuff in my extras, and so have this swinging in the air high enough that if somebody wanted to run a flat car underneath there, they can do a little diorama of this with the pieces and parts going through. So that's the latest. Probably been a waiting period, but I probably got another hour into this thing. So we'll see what it looks like on the next update.